Hello, my name is Dan McDonald. I am the artist formerly, presently, and eternally known as the Life Regenerator. The reason why I will be eternally known is for the greatness of my salad dressings. I've got a salad dressing for you. You're going to need it. You're also going to want to have the salad here because cabbages are in season. They are a warming food. They're inexpensive. They're filling. They're cleansing, detoxifying, alkalinizing, bulking, great for the movement.
Soothing.
Soothing, yes, especially in the form of juice. I've got a cabbage and carrot salad here. Simple, basic, inexpensive. The best part about this cabbage is that it was locally grown and picked today, so it is vibrating with life. Fresh carrots, fresh organic red peppers, organic dill, honey, and vinegar. Now, apple cider vinegar is the only vinegar I recommend. I think that the balsamic vinegar, that's okay. I think the apple cider vinegar is the best. Honey, I think, is a fantastic food. Very nourishing, energizing. The little bit goes a long way. It's particularly good in a salad dressing like this. I got into making this. I was going to prep everything, but I thought we'd go over a few things because I know that you love to learn, and I am full of it. Full of what? Knowledge, experience, and skills, baby. I'm going to do this. I got these red peppers I started doing them. I rinsed them off, of course. Now, I'm chopping the tops here. I'm coming up in here. These are organic, of course, and that means they're grown like outside, not in a hothouse. If they're a hothouse grown, they're usually not that dirty. But I got some dirt up here, so I'm going to peel this green part off. Okay, and then, like, there's dirt up in there. God made dirt, and dirt don't hurt, but I don't need it in my salad right now. I want to make this nice, organic, gourmet dressing. So this is a great dressing. And remember, I'm going to reiterate one more time so that you got it, and then I'll move on. Apple cider vinegar, honey, red pepper, and dill. Now you can take the ACV, the honey, and the red pepper, and that's a base. And then you can go basil, then you can go dill, then you can go cilantro, then you can go sage, oregano, rosemary, any of those. Fantastic. And then, or you can just add a little bit of each of them. You can add herbs de Provence. You've got those sitting in your counter. You could add a hot pepper if you wanted to spice it up. Okay, so this is a base that you can go off of. I think you could also even add an orange. I want somebody to try it. ACV, honey, red pepper, and orange. And see how that goes. I bet you that's good. That popped into my head, but then I thought, no, I'll just stick to it because this is what I've done before. Now, look, I can de-seed this if I want to, and I usually do, and it's more gourmet, but if you want the fat and protein from these seeds, throw them in your Vitamix and get them. And the next time somebody asks you that famous yet silly question of where do you get your protein, you can tell them, I get my protein from the seeds and red peppers and watermelons. So I'm going to toss in the seeds just to make an example out of it this time. You know, I'm not huge on making sure, but the best protein is in the seeds. When you cut open, let's say you cut open this Kubota squash, okay, or the pumpkin we did the other day on the raw pumpkin dressing. You cut these open, the best seeds are inside your fresh fruits and vegetables. That's where you get your fat. That's where you get your protein. Fresh. Not dried, sitting in a store going rancid, but just fresh, out of the ground, and bioregenerative, okay? So let's get fresh. We're trying to save our lives here, you know what I'm saying? The whole place is falling apart. We're going to hell in a handbasket because we are not educated in what is proper in nutrition for the human beings. So that's why Dan the Man here, Life Regenerator, eternally known as, is going to be here to teach you that the raw, fresh, living food is the way to go. And all the chemicals and the preservatives and the additives and the pills and the surgeries and the potions and the lotions and the BS that are making you sick really, really suck. So fruits and vegetables, my friends, is really cool. Sickness and lies and ignorance sucks. Okay? Do we all have that down now? Good. Thank you for paying attention. You are a wonderful student. Okay, so now I'm throwing in the dill. Kaboom, baby, kaboom. And I hope we got enough of the ACV here to bring that down. We may have a problem. This is about 1/4 cup. We're at the end of the bottle here, but that's just perfect. It'll be just enough but it might not be enough to get me to be able to regenerate this. I'm going to have to recycle that bad boy. Now I'm going to go with some honey. Just a little bit of honey there. That's probably 4 tablespoons of honey. Okay. What are you smiling about? I'm in a good mood.
You better stop it.
I'm in a good mood, baby. I'm the life regenerator. I got a good life because I'm happy and I build my thoughts real good. That's what you got to do. Work those thoughts. Look for what's to be grateful for. Come on, baby. Come on. If I had the tamper, I'd be straight legit, but I generally am not well known for my tampering skills. So I'm going to just see what I can do here. Bust some of this up. I think it'll go. I mean, if we play with it long enough, it'll go. You know, it's going to be perfect dressing. It smells so good already. I told you, I'm a shaker. Hold it roller. What's up? Healed. Come on, baby. Give me it. Give me it. What do we got to do? What do we got to do? What do I got to press down? Tamp here. Tamper. Okay. Come on, baby. Give it to me. Give it to me. Alright, here's the secret. Well, my tamper's over here somewhere. Let's just go straight legit. Dang. Teach these people how to do it. The problem is, my tamper's not here, so I don't know where it is. So I'm just going to do this old trick right here. I'm sorry about this, that if I was more professional, I would never do anything crazy like this.
But we're not.
Well, we are, but we just chill, Like a lot of people would be like, we got to make sure we've got the tamper. We don't want them to know that we screw around at home and totally do whatever we want. Come on, baby. Don't do me like that. Come on. Heal. Okay, now I've got to do one last pepper here. Now see, when you got the liquid going, you can just, you just put it in the big chunks. I wonder, well, let's try this. Let's see what happens if we put that whole big piece in with all this liquid. Let's see the Vitamix at work. Let's see what happens. Cool stuff, huh? Experiments, recipes, life regeneration, comedy, religion. Yes, baby. Save. I would say it went. I would say it went well. That is a great dressing. That goes over the top of the cabbage and carrots here, fresh. Okay, and then you bust out the old choppers, chopsticks, okay, and you just work it. Okay, so we're going to have a salad here. We're going to let everybody pour the dressing over the top. Thank you for joining me. I'll try to do my best to bring more recipes because I know that that makes it doable for you to get on these healthy foods and start taking care of yourself and really eating right and getting that fiber in there and getting these high energy foods and getting conscious about trying your best to get the locally grown stuff. Here comes winter, and I've been all over the U.S., so I totally dig it, but do your best because I do believe, and it's always been that way, that the provider provides. Mother Nature's always there for you. You've got something. You don't really need that much food. You don't need a whole bunch of fancy stuff. Real simple food is actually the best. So it was the kings that got all the diseases. Well, we're all living like kings now, and we're all getting sick. Diabetes, cancer, chronic fatigue, fibromyalgia, what they so-called autoimmune diseases, which is just the genetically modified foods being attacked in your body by your body. All these foreign things that we're putting in our mouths because there's big billboards that are telling us it's food. But if it needs a billboard to try to convince you to eat it or a commercial, you don't see cabbage commercials. You don't see a 4-spread layout in a magazine for cabbage, because you don't need to, because you already know instinctively and intuitively that you're going to eat those things. But if something is not intuitive, like a child just goes right up to the fruit and eats it. It doesn't need to be told what to do. But you need to have these big billboards. I'm loving it, but you're not really, though. You know what I'm saying? So it's trying to convince you. And if you need to be convinced to put something in your mouth and it's not an intuitive process, you might want to think twice about putting it into your mouth. You don't see cabbage things. Sometimes you'll see an avocado advertisement. I've never seen a watermelon advertisement. I've never seen an orange juice, but it's always cooked. You know what I'm saying? So think about that for a little bit. The more simple that you eat, learn to appreciate the deliciousness of these simple foods. The cabbage. Don't even need the dressing, to tell you the truth. But the dressing makes it like a party time. So I sit down with my girl, we chill out, we chew on our food, we make it a party. It's a celebration of life. We're blessed. We go out, we exercise, we pray in the morning, we live life we love. This was going to be a short video, but as you know, it's absolutely impossible for the long-winded artist, formerly, presently, and eternally known as the Life Regenerator. If you need more recipes, you go down to the links below. You see on there where it says life-saving recipes, okay? That is a true statement, life-saving recipes, because I have seen raw foods turn people around. Overweight, sick, tired, not feeling good, you better get on some juices, raw foods, energy, get on it. So go down below, check out my links, sign up for the Insiders Club, subscribe to these videos, and do me a huge favor, get into the habit of giving these videos a thumbs up and commenting down below something cool like, yo Dan, it was a cool recipe, I'm going to try that. Or hey Dan, I put the orange in and it was great. Or hey Dan, I put the orange in and it really sucked. Don't use the orange. Oh, then I learned. Thank you very much. Life Regenerator, out.